Swadikap, welcome back to Striking Nation. This is going to be part 2 of the One Friday Fight 114, where we are going to be looking at Nadaka Yoshinari versus Banluelok. The other video I have done for this card, Felipe Lobo versus Gulabdam. Check that video out if you haven't. And let's jump into Nadaka versus Banluelok, a fight that I'm extremely excited to see, and half of the reason why I decided to make any video on One Friday Fight at all. So start off with Nadaka. Nadaka is one of, if not the best Muay Thai fighter from Japan in this era. He earned 14 championship titles across 9 different associations and is planning to get one more here from one championship. In my opinion, I believe that ONE FC will be using this fight as a setup for the championship title that could potentially be happening in 173 that has been announced recently happening in Japan, which means this fight could be the fight that decides whether Nadaka will have the opportunity to become the first ever atomweight Muay Thai world champion in the One Championship organization. Nadaka is now 1-0 in ONE FC, and being just 24 years old, I'm really excited to see his future in One Championship. His opponent is Banluelok. I couldn't really find much information about him, other than that he have over 70 plus fight, that he is 159 centimeters tall and 28 years of age. This would make him a clear underdog going into this fight, since he is a One Friday Fight fighter. He haven't earned the $100,000 contract yet. He gonna have a 6 centimeter height disadvantage on him. And if you compare the accomplishment in their career, Nadaka is gonna be a few levels higher. So now let's look into their fighting style. Start off with Nadaka. Nadaka have one of the best hit and run style that I have seen so far. He is extremely elusive, have a really good balance, and just amazing footwork. His background in karate and using the southpaw style give him the edge over any typical Muay Thai fighter, meaning that he's gonna be really tricky to face with for most traditional fighter that he's gonna be fighting. What is really amazing about him is that he have an impressive ability to just see his opponent's strike coming and just evade them using crazy lean back, circling footwork technique, and beautiful head movement. And precisely because of that, I just fall in love with his style. Also, in terms of his striking, he is extremely precise in his combination. Especially, we have seen him using a straight left hand, landing really consistently in his recent fight against Rock, and that is also the punch that get him the KO victory. All around, he's a really complete fighter. He got a beautiful arsenal of kick, going low, going high, going to the body, whether it's gonna be step kick, lead leg kick, back leg kick, everywhere he can kick to, he will go for it. And the way that he combined his footwork into his kick, where normally a lot of fighters, when they circle around, when they're on their standby, they would reset. But what he do is that he would shorten the step of resetting. He would jump into his attack immediately. He have some like a offbeat movement that get his opponent off guard a bunch of time. And if you try to watch his fight in slowdown, maybe stare at his lower body, the way he position his feet, he is never off balance and he can always spring into an attack. That is precisely why he is so good at what he's doing. Then his opponent, Banluelok. Banluelok is also a southpaw style, so there's gonna be a southpaw versus southpaw matchup. Banluelok have a powerful Muay Mat style with fast weapon and heavy left side combination. He have a good back feet game. He would read his opponent timing and try to land his burst combination. And so far with his combination, he has sent every single one of his opponent in the One Friday Fight series to either get KO or TKO. His kickboxing background give him a really nice speed and footwork, which you can see in his weapon speed is gonna be on match of Nadaka. However, his footwork, I couldn't say that they are on the same level as Nadaka yet. So if you kind of compare the two, like Nadaka and Banluelok, Nadaka is going to be more evasive, his strike is going to be tighter and more precise. Banluelok gonna rely more on blocking instead of evasion, and he would put more power into his shot. So from what I see, the way that Nadaka can beat Banluelok is gonna be simple. Just try not to slip up, don't get caught in Banluelok powerful strike, just fight the way he normally do, and make sure to not slip up at any moment, cause all the odds is for Nadaka in my opinion. You could say that it's the same thing that happened for Takeru versus Tansin, where everyone know that Takeru is going to win, and it is definitely a fight that they want to build the Japanese fighter so that they can proceed to do a bigger one event in Japan. I see the same thing happening here again, which means I'm gonna be spending some time just talking how Banluelok might be able to shock the world and manage to get a win over Nadaka. By the way, Banluelok name can translate to something like letting something be known to the whole world, which means it would be a really fitting name if he managed to actually make this happen. To start off, we haven't really seen much of Nadaka inside the clinching range, especially his elbow game. On the other hand, we have seen Banluelok doing a bunch of elbow in his fight, Mostly it's gonna be a launching elbow, short elbow to counter his opponent. He doesn't really do a prolonged clinching, but I believe that if he is able to do that effectively, it might be something that he could be able to try on Nadaka. We have seen Nadaka doing some jump knee, flying knee, but not really any prolonged clinching at all. So someone like Banluelok, who I believe trained in a more traditional Muay Thai style, might be able to have the advantage in the clinch. However, this is not confirmed. We haven't seen much of clinching from both Nadaka and Banluelok. So I'm gonna talk something more that is on Banluelok's side, the counter striking. I believe it is not going to be worth it for Banluelok to try to hunt for Nadaka. If you try to chase Nadaka down using his speed, I don't think that's gonna work, and it would be extremely difficult for Banluelok to get a hold of someone like Nadaka who just disappear every time you look and try to strike him. Use his blocking style to block Nadaka attack and immediately fire back, making sure that Nadaka cannot run away with the scorecard. And of course, just going in for a trade, exchanging punches with the power advantage for Banluelok. I believe that would be an effective strategy for this fight. And you just have to make sure to not run after Nadaka, but let Nadaka come to you and use the opportunity when Nadaka close the distance, trying to strike you. You have to strike back immediately, even if you cannot intercept Nadaka attack. Given that Nadaka might be faster than you still have that chance to throw in the second shot in that exchange and possibly knock Nadaka down or knock him out using your powerful left hand. Other than that, there's also a chance of Banluelok trying to pump out a lot of leg kick since he's a Muay Thai style with good leg kick game. However, it's gonna still be difficult to land any leg kick on Nadaka at all due to his evasiveness. But definitely landing a leg kick much easier than landing a punch on Nadaka. So something that he can explore in that fight is the leg kick game plus the counter striking game. And that is how I believe Banluelok might be able to live up to his name and shock the world. However, I still have to give this fight to Nadaka Yoshinari. I truly believe this fight is a big setup, possibly a title shot coming up for the introduction of the new belt to the One Championship roster. And that is all I have to say for this video, Nadaka versus Banluelok, and also everything I have to say for One Friday Fight 114. And I mean, hopefully you like the new editing style, by the way. It's a lot different from what I used to do. Also, partly the reason why I decided to only cover 2 fights, because I'm not used to this new editing style. And yeah, I will see you in the next prediction video, I believe, unless I put out some old edit of some breakdown. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.